I dedicate this video to the Black Mamba, Kobe Bryant. Thanks for the memories. Alright guys, today I brought a friend, Dr. Ashton, and we're going to be employing her to continue punishing these Eurocentrics. Now, Dr. Ashton has been punishing Eurocentrics for a long time, and as you're going to see later, she's well qualified to do that. Now, before we get started, just give me a few minutes to address a couple of things. Super Egyptian put this generic looking artifact up at the introduction of his video, and I noticed that it looked exactly like something that was found in Israel, which was pretty much an imitation of Egypt. And it was, and I'm just letting you know, Super Egyptian, that I know you're a fraud, you know you're a fraud, and you need to use real Egyptian art. This article right here, it was on Above Top Secret, but it's obviously copied and pasted from the Newswire. And as you see right there, Israeli archaeologists unveiled a 3,300-year-old coffin. Yada, yada, yada. Discovery last month in Israel's northern Jezreel Valley was the first of its kind in the region in half a century and pointed to a wide Egyptian influence during the late Bronze Age. And either way, 13th century, you see right there, suggested the remains were those of a wealthy Canaanite. Super Egyptian, we all know you're a fraud. Use some real Egyptian art. And real quick, I just wanted to call Phoenician number 7 out for cropping out people from pictures and then trying to present that as the whole thing. I caught her cropping out these two women on this beautiful picture right here. She cropped the black man out and then blew the whole thing up. I couldn't find the picture, so I just used mine's. And once again, I caught her in the act, carefully selecting images. You know you carefully select images, freak. Okay? And so, last but not least, I wanted to show this mashup right here. Now, you claim that you don't carefully select images, but you do. Because if you did, you would. Why wouldn't you use something like you see on the right side? You see, you accuse me of not liking what you put up. It's all Egyptian to me. You know what I'm saying? I don't have a problem with anything. But what you need to do is stop manipulating. You carefully select images. If you look towards the right side, you can see that absolutely nothing that looks like anything on the right side is ever included in your videos. Why? Because it's too dark and it's hard to make a Caucasian argument using the pictures that I put on the mashup. But again, for you guys, this is a poker game. It's all about one-upping each other, and this is all a game to you. But I'm letting you know right now that this is not a game. This is not a contest. It's not any of that. This mashup that I did right here has pound for pound more royalty put together on one little thing than what Phoenician number 7 could ever put together. Then she has the nerve to put Nefertiti on there. I see a couple of black women on there, but pretty much I'm not going to sit around arguing statues anymore. That's kind of dangerous anyway. But either way, you have very little evidence. That's why you carefully select images, and I'm going to call you out on it. The lips are too big, the coloring's too dark, and it looks exactly like a black person. That's why you don't want to show it. You don't want to show Amenhotep. You know what I'm saying? Why? He looks too black. You don't want to show Narmer. You never show Narmer. That's like talking about United States and not showing a picture of George Washington. You know, I can go on and on with that, but we got to go on. We know you're a fraud. Now, this video is going to be about the quality of scholarship and quality of evidence. And like I said before, a super Egyptian is not on my level when it comes to scholarship. And I'm a humble person when I say that, but it's just a simple fact. Okay? For you guys, this is about ego, but for us, this is real life. You need to understand that fact. And today, it's time to destroy more Eurocentric dreams, and this punishment will continue. Now, one of these freaks left me a comment the other day asking me if I believe that that Black to Kemet exhibition over there in England was real. Then he wants to laugh and chuckle off into the sunset, LOL. Unfortunately for you freaks, they were entirely committed to that. They admitted you lied. They admitted that ancient Egyptian civilization was black. And once again, you can't criticize these people because this is one of the, if not the, top universities on the entire face of this planet. Okay? You're not going to find much higher than that, especially in Europe. And so, you know, Phoenician number 7, she calls herself talking about, I don't believe they're Caucasian. They are Caucasian point blank. Science has established this. Once again, that's how you wish it was. Because there's some pretty damn potent damn organizations and entities out there that are proving you completely wrong. And I don't know why you guys keep hanging on to this dream. You guys are cultural imperialists and you're all a bunch of sick, egotistical freaks. It's a fact. And today, your punishment will continue. Now, one thing that you freaks need to understand is that Black to Kemet is very real. That's why these people are talking about placing Egypt back in Africa. Why? It has absolutely nothing to do with Indo-Europeans. And unfortunately for Arabs, you are nowhere to be found. I don't even know why we even talk about these people. So moving on, before we get to Dr. Ashton, we're going to take a look at Cambridge real quick. Like I said before, one of the great treasure houses of Britain. And as for that freak asking me about the exhibition, let me tell you something. These people don't play around with exhibitions. You see what it says right here. Exhibitions drive the museum's public program and are also one of the museum's most significant areas of research activity and impact. That means Super Egyptian, Phoenician number 7, Uzer Mahat, whatever your name is, your little YouTube videos have absolutely no impact on real life. That's the most beautiful thing about all this, is because these people think because they want to sit in their house and make a little video and put it out and get a thumbs up and a pat on the back that they're actually changing real life. The fact of the matter is the history is over, it's done, there's nothing you can do about it. Not only that, the people that are the custodians of this stuff don't give a damn what you're talking about. That's the most beautiful thing. The extraordinary diversity of the museum's collections, the different areas of museum practice, and the close associations enjoyed with colleagues. You see what it says. I don't need to read this shit to you. But one thing that I like right here is cross-disciplinary research and knowledge exchange. And that's what I'm all about, is cross-disciplinary research. And let me tell you something. That's the name of my game. I use cross-disciplinary research. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to sit up here and depend on one type of thing. You know, I'm using every different type of discipline and I throw it all at you. You know what I'm saying? All you got to do is go through my videos. Unlike these one-trick ponies who attempt to debate me, this is not a debate. I told you before, I'm controlling this conversation here and I don't give a fuck about your videos. Because I'm trying to tell you guys right now that the world doesn't give a damn about its Super Egyptian or Phoenician number 7 or their Eurocentric followers. They don't care about you guys. Okay? It's Black to Kemet. The world has accepted that the Egyptian society was black and was created by the Nile Valley Africans. If you can't accept that, take it up with them. Don't leave me a comment. You know what I'm saying? Don't leave me a comment. You need to take it up with these people, the fathers of Egyptology. Okay, moving along real quick. Right here, Dr. Kieta, once again.
The ancient Egyptians or their ancestors came primarily from outside of Africa and show no biological relationships with other more southerly Africans and more westerly Africans. Anthropological studies, meaning genetics also on the living populations under the assumption of continuity, indicate that the earliest Egyptians had more biological affinities with Nubian and other southerners than with even late dynastic Delta Egyptians. This is not a new finding. There is a way to debate any of the studies that have been done with standard morphometric approaches. Modern DNA studies I will talk about later, but they also clearly indicate an interconnection of African peoples. Nevertheless, these ties exist, they're real, and they can be demonstrated.
Invited to one of the world's greatest universities through the work of Dr. Ashton, who was the senior assistant keeper there. Do you see Dr. Stephen right here at the Petrie Museum? You know, that Petrie supported, you know what I'm saying? It's supporting Black Egypt, okay? They organize free workshops and consulting communities to raise important questions and issues with who? Key African intellectuals, not Europeans, not Arabs. Get over it, okay? You guys see what the stuff says right here, man. This is all high powered, all right? You guys want to call yourselves making these little cheesy videos trying to criticize Kieta because you can't accept the fact. You know what I'm saying? But when was the last time a world-class university invited a super Egyptian to talk about any damn thing? Need I say more? And so, again, Cambridge is not the only place that's talking about this. And in this video, you will be seeing that. You know, right here, Manchester. Yet another place that invited Dr. Kieta to come and speak there about the true Black Egypt. Okay? And there's nothing you can do to change that. This is why I told you that it doesn't matter how many videos you make. It doesn't matter how many times you use your claws to type dismissed. It doesn't matter how many times you want to talk about the Bantu crew and this and that. It doesn't matter what the hell you say. This is why I say I don't give a fuck about your comments or anything else for that matter. It's time for you guys to get over it. When Hamitic Renaissance told your stupid ass that the world of scholarship is against you, he's absolutely right. It doesn't matter how many Eurocentric studies that you pull out your ass. We tried to tell you that this little thing that you call a debate is over. Okay, so we are finally going to get to Dr. Ashton. Phoenician number 7 called herself trying to dismiss Dr. Ashton. First of all, this woman has 7 degrees and is undertaking original research. You need to have a seat, okay? No one has ever even heard your damn voice before. For all we know, you're a damn robot somewhere, all right? What authority do you even have to dismiss this woman? Just like how you attempted to dismiss Asher Quessy, you know what I'm saying? At least he's putting in work. What work are you putting in? Putting up some damn Eurocentric pictures that you think are white? No. Look at that picture right there. Said he was absolutely right. The redemption of African history is now. And I'm telling you, Eurocentrics, right now, that you're going to see on this video that he's absolutely right. And I'm telling you, this punishment is going to continue on the next video. But today, it's time to get some tears flowing around this bitch. Now, Dr. Ashton keeps her own blog. It's called KEMET EXPERT. And this is the only blog that I've ever read about ancient Kemet. Because I get all my scholarship from research. And I went to her blog because she's great and she's thoroughly qualified. And the damn website is fucking great. I highly recommend that you go there. Just go to Google, type in KEMET EXPERT. You can go there. Everything you're going to see on this video today comes straight from here. Okay? So if you have any problem with it, go straight over there. You can read everything. There you go. Don't send me a comment. You can go talk to her about it. Okay? KEMET EXPERT. Now, I'm going to give you guys just a little preview real quick before we go into her qualifications. You see right here, she says that actually calling the place Egypt is still looking at the culture through a European lens. And she says that by calling it Kemet, we remove many of the Eurocentric interpretations that have been placed upon this ancient African culture. That's right. Put these 2 pictures up. Those are my pictures. And again, she says right here, by using the original African names, you know, like Offset, you know, like Amenhotep, you know, by using the original African names, we immediately resuscitate the ancient culture and its people. And you see, for Black people, for Africans, whatever you want to call somebody, Kemet lives, is still living. You understand me? It lives in the culture. For you guys, this is a book, a research, a poker game, and trying to one-up somebody. Talking about dismiss, TKO. Nobody gives a damn about that, man. You got to realize this is life we're dealing with here. Kemetic culture has much in common with other African cultures. Let's take a look at that. Here, you see on the slide that ancient Kemet still lives. And that's the thing, though. You Eurocentrics can never show us living Kemetic history. Ever. Not one time do you guys do that. You know? You'll find the one white girl that has braids and then try to use that as evidence. We showed you over and over again. And you know what? We've been validated. Redemption has been met already. That's what you guys need to understand. That's why when you guys see stuff like this, that cognitive dissonance hits you right in the face, time starts slowing down, and then you start rationalizing shit. But you can't change none of this. You know what I'm saying? You can't change absolutely none of that, and you never will. And you know what? I don't feel sorry for you. Okay? There's nobody dressing like that in Indo-European cultures. No one cares about the Kemetic truth in Indo-European cultures except for Egyptian groupies like Phoenician number 7 and that bitch Violet. You guys are not sporting the Egyptian hairstyles and the damn headrest. How many times have we got to smack you in the face with that? But, hey, it's not our problem. That's your problem. And so Dr. Ashton, who's been a curator, by the way, she says that you're more likely to find the Kemetic collections next to galleries like ancient Greece, Rome, Near East, you know, which is always complete bullshit. Here you guys see the fantasy images. You guys always got to invent your own images because you don't have any real images. You got to make your own statues, you know what I'm saying, and put fake damage on them. You know, she says a lot of people haven't thought of it as an ancient African culture. And like she says, and I agree actually, that this is largely the result of the media. You know, you see the Mexican right there. That's supposed to be a Libyan on the Discovery Channel. You know, that's the type of shit you guys come up with because you have no evidence, you know? And like she says, by referencing other African cultures that we know more about, curators can help visitors obtain a better understanding of this ancient culture. And she knows that because she's a damn curator and a whole lot more too, as you're about to see. So let's take a look at KEMET EXPERT right now. She says this blog is intended as a source of information for those who wish to view ancient Kemet from an African-focused perspective. And look what it says. It is not intended as a forum for questioning this approach. Many of these already exist. Yep, YouTube comment section, Nation number 7, Egypt Search Reloaded, and all these other groupie websites. And KEMET EXPERT is a blog dedicated to African-centered Egyptology. And you're going to see that she's qualified to say that. And let's see. Kemet implies an African approach to the study of the ancient culture. That's why we say ancient Kemet, freaks. Ancient Egypt shares commonalities with other African cultures. Again, we've been telling you this the entire time. Here we have this super qualified woman who is absolutely smacking Eurocentrics right now. And that in order to fully understand this ancient culture, it is necessary to draw parallels from other indigenous African cultures. You know, like the time when radio showed you that damn harp from Uganda that looked exactly like the damn Egyptian harp on a damn wall. What you do? Put a big red X on it and live in denial because you're a bunch of freaks that live in fucking storybooks and shit. But it's not our problem. That's your problem. And so, speaking of drawing parallels from other indigenous African cultures, you can see right here that our women are the damn twins of ancient Egyptian women. Instead, Phoenician number 7 wants to she takes artwork completely out of context, first of all. She completely misidentifies other stuff. You know what I'm saying? And then when we show her stuff like this, they tell her we're imagining things. You know that's their damn twins on that damn wall. And it's just like Dr. Ashton said. We have to draw parallels from other indigenous African cultures. Anyway, if you guys got a problem, please don't send me no damn message. What you need to do is contact her. Because you see what she says. Let me know what questions or feedback you have for me. I'll get back to you as quickly as I can. Thanks. I look forward to hearing from you. Why? because she's completely transparent, and as a specialist, she's willing to communicate with non-specialists. You understand me? So all you got to do is go to the page. You can email her, because I always provide, you know, my sources. You know, on the Cambridge video, I gave you the addresses, the emails, and the names of the people that put the shit on. You know, not one of you, I guarantee you, not one of you contacted those people. Instead, you know what you did? You either ignored the video and didn't even answer my fucking question, or you guys want to go and make a fucking response to whole nother video. You guys are freaks. You know that? But anyway, she's an Egyptologist. Her doctoral thesis was on Egyptian royal sculpture, and she spent years continuing to research this area. And you see what she says. She's confident that she can correctly identify an image of any ancient Egyptian ruler because of its very specific portrait type. Do you hear that? She can correctly identify any image of any Egyptian ruler. Can you do that, Super Egyptian? No, because you put stuff from Israel up. You know what I'm saying? You guys are putting stuff up from the Third Intermediate period, putting up stuff from the Greek period. Get out of here, man. Look at the Sultan right there. If you go Dr. Ashton, she's gonna straight up tell you that that man is black. And again, look at his damn face. Come on, black people know each other. We tell you that that man's a black man. You don't want to accept it? It's not our problem, man. Fairy tales are over, people. I'm sorry. I told you I was sent here to punish you, and that's that. This punishment will continue. Let's get into some qualifications now. Okay, the author of the blog is Dr. Sally Ann Ashton. She has a bachelor's in ancient Greek from the University of Manchester, bachelor's and master's in classical archaeology from King's College London. She remained there to undertake research for a PhD in Egyptian archaeology. At that time, she worked as a researcher in the Department of Greek and Roman Antiquities at the British Museum in London, and also as a co-curator for the special exhibition Cleopatra of Egypt. She also went searching for Cleopatra's temple, wrote some papers on that, and she moved to where? The Petrie Museum of Egyptian Archaeology, where? The University College of London, as a researcher. She was then appointed as a senior assistant keeper in the Department of Antiquities at the Fitzwilliam Museum, where? Cambridge. She was a curator there until 2015. And that's where we saw this Black to Kemet exhibit, where they have a dedicated virtual gallery still available on the damn website that tells you Black to Kemet. It's dedicated. This thing has been up for years. You guys don't even want to go and look at it because you're going to start crying and banging your head in the wall. Well, too bad, freaks. Let's see. During her time in Cambridge, Sally Ann obtained yet another degree. Here we go. Criminological research, more degrees in psychology. She's studying for a second PhD in psychology. Just goes on and on. She works as a heritage consultant. Again, Super Egyptian, it's over. Phoenician number 7, it's over with you now. In addition to publishing numerous books and articles on a wide range of subjects related to ancient Egyptian and Sudanese culture, Dr. Ashton has undertaken her own original archaeological and anthropological field work in Egypt, Sudan, Libya, Italy, and Caribbean. And we're talking about she leads these expeditions over here, okay? She leads that field work. What have you ever led? And her most recent work has been the history of African hair combs. And as you see right here on the damn picture, a symbol of Black America is merely inches away from a 5,500-year-old comb from the royal city of Abydos. Who would have ever thought that? One of the world's greatest Eurocentric universities has put us, of all people, next to the damn comb that the Egyptians wore themselves. That's a powerful statement because they're letting you know that it's Black to Kemet. Okay? They're not going to put a European comb there. You know what I'm saying? See, this is culture. This is multiple disciplines that we're talking about here. And that comb that you see right there, that's an Ashanti comb. And of course, we got our Black sisters right here. You guys disrespect them daily. But again, I don't see your damn hand right there going up next to that comb. You know what I'm saying? Nope. That's too damn bad. I know it makes you cry, but that's too bad. This is why I tell you that the highest levels of scholarship have smashed on you freaks already. It's time to give it up. If you have a problem with that, then hey, take it up with them. And so you guys are going to hate. You guys are going to be so outrageously envious that it's crazy. But I don't have any damn sympathy for none of you freaks. And now Dr. Ashton, she waxes eloquently on Eurocentrics too. She talks about the unauthorized theft of ancient Egyptian culture by non-African cultures. Here we have the Washington Monument, and she's talking about how easily an Egyptian symbol can be used out of its original context and by a culture that had absolutely nothing to do with it. And many cultures that had no connection to ancient Egypt have used Kemetic symbols for their own purposes in order to try to connect to a powerful ancient civilization. She talking about you, Phoenician number 7. She talking about you, Uzer Mahat. She talking about you, Super Egyptian. She's not talking about us, okay? Did I mention her qualifications? Did I mention that her peers know her? Thank you very much. Non-African cultures have been keen to disguise the African origins of ancient Egyptian or Kemetic culture in order to claim them as their own. Yep, that's you, Phoenician number 7. You're a complete hack. That's why you hand select images, because you have no evidence, freak. And so you guys are envious of us. You put us under a damn microscope and observe everything you do, but you claim you hate us. How the hell do you hate something but are constantly looking at us all the time? It's like, I hate roaches, but I'm not going to sit around and look at roaches all day. What do? You envy us. You try to be like us. You dress in Egyptian costumes the same way how you guys copy everything we do. It's on that. And so you guys are a joke, and that's all there is to it. And again, don't fucking talk to me. You can contact Dr. Ashton yourself. She says, let me know what questions or feedback you have for me. I'll get back to you as quickly as I can. Thanks. I look forward to hearing from you. What I like about her is she's transparent. And this is from explorable.com, 6 steps to a killer presentation. And look what it says. Besides encouraging your audience to ask questions during the presentation, you should leave time for final comments and questions. The final part is just as important as the rest because it settles any confusions or debates. Just make sure to respond as quick as you can. What does she say? I'll get back to you as quickly as I can. That's right, freaks. The redemption of African history is now. Okay? Highest levels of scholarship that we're looking at here. Now, Dr. Ashton identified cognitive dissonance, and I'm glad that she put this up here. And what is it? When you freaks have a core belief that is very strong, you're presented with evidence that works against that belief, the new evidence cannot be accepted, and it creates a feeling that is extremely uncomfortable called cognitive dissonance. And because it is so important to protect that freaky belief, they will rationalize, ignore, and even deny anything that doesn't fit in with the core belief. Find it interesting, that's from Black Skin, White Mask. And again, Phoenician number 7, you see that right there. She directed that at me, okay? Talking about, nor do I believe they are Caucasian. They are Caucasian, point blank. Science has established this. There is no damn Caucasian Egyptian exhibition nowhere in this entire earth. I'm sorry. There's nothing dedicated to that. Absolutely nowhere. Nowhere in this world is there, okay? Especially not at this level that I'm talking about. Now, right here, Dr. Ashton said, I am certainly not unique amongst UK Egyptologists in seeing ancient Egypt this way. A number of museums in England promote ancient Egypt as African in terms of its geography, its indigenous population, and culture. Oh, and she made sure to say that she means black African, not this weird other African you guys keep trying to talk about. The World Museum, which is part of the National Museums Liverpool, used an actor of African descent to play the part of a king. We was kings. To play the part of a king in its educational films. And as you see right there, I circled it right there in plain view, all the way over there on the other side of the pond in England. In plain view for all to see is black Egyptians, man. Okay? And again, they didn't do that shit for us. They did that for the English people over there. You got to remember, they're the fathers of Egyptology, okay? They got the greatest damn collections in this world on that stuff. Other than the stuff that's over there at the Met, you know what I'm saying, in New York. But anyway, when there's an inconsistency, we find this unpleasant and fall into a state of cognitive dissonance. You know, Phoenician number 7, when you try to put big red X on everything that I did, that's not going to change anything in real life. I'm sorry. That's why I say it doesn't matter what you do. In order to correct this tension, we will automatically try to reduce or eliminate the inconsistencies. You know, the freaky comments you guys are leaving on everything. even on your own videos. One way to do this is to deny any evidence that does not fit with our existing belief or opinion. You see, me, I'll tell you in 5 seconds, there were other people in Egypt that were not black. But you guys just need to accept the fact that the civilization was a black civilization, the same way that America is a white civilization, but there are other people here. That's what you guys got to get over that shit, man. I don't know why you guys keep on holding on to this dream. And Indo-Europeans, you guys are so irrelevant in the story. I don't even know why you even talk. Like, why are you even commenting? You know, like that dude Rios, Jose Rios. Like, dude, you're a fucking Mexican. Why the fuck are you even talking to me in the first place? You know what I'm saying? That's why I dismissed his ass. The Petrie Museum of Egyptian and Sudanese Archaeology in London regularly holds events that explore ancient Egypt alongside other African cultures. You know, the same racist Petrie. You know, people, this is called karma, and it's all coming back on you now, okay? Look at that. The Petrie Museum, you guys don't have anything at none of these levels right here that's point blank talking about some white shit. All you guys got are these studies that you're pulling out of your ass. But again, you got to use multiple disciplines, man. You just can't use one discipline. But, like I said, anyway, did I remind you that she has a degree in psychology? Yep, she has identified your freakiness. It has a scientific name. And hey, man, that's too bad for you. You know what I'm saying? Nor do I believe they are Caucasian. They are Caucasian point blank. Too bad for you. You better go talk to the Petrie Museum about that shit. You know what I'm saying? You better go talk to all the rest of these people about that shit. You know what I'm saying? Now, the Fitzwilliam Museum has a dedicated online gallery, man. Okay? Get on the damn gallery. You'll see, like, there's pictures on there that Phoenician number 7, Super Egyptian, and all these people, you guys will argue about these pictures that are on there all day long. But again, this university, which is older than the United States of America by hundreds of years, you know what I'm saying? They straight up tell you, Black to Kemet. Look what it says. The Temple of Ramses II. Black to Kemet. There's nothing you can say about that. That's why I say, out of all the videos that Super Egyptian and Phoenician number 7 put out, it's doing absolutely nothing. It affects absolutely nothing. You guys sit up here and tell us we ain't got nothing to do with Egypt. Why the hell are they putting us next to the damn comb? You know what I'm saying? And let me make one point clear. Once again, I'm not here to be an Egyptian. I'm here to get the facts right. You know what I'm saying? But the fact of the matter is, Black power is something that we developed here in the United States, in Black America. And they put Black power next to the pre-dynastic comb from Abydos. You don't like it? Too damn bad. Go take it up with them. Okay? And Petrie, the man himself. You see those Afro pics right there. Phoenician number 7 called herself trying to dismiss Dr. Ashton. You're a freak. Look what it says. Petrie, the man himself, noted that there were no European parallels for this form of comb. Now, we're not talking about combs right now, but we will be getting to that later. And you guys are also suffering from confirmation bias. You know, when you have confirmation bias, you automatically limit the evidence base that you're able to utilize. You know, how you keep on showing that shit that you guys think is white. You know, you'll show something generic rather than showing some of the most beautiful artwork in thousands of years of Egyptian history. You guys will ignore the most beautiful artwork to show some shitty looking thing, man, that looks completely generic. You know what I'm saying? Something that my damn 12-year-old son could draw. You know what I'm saying? You guys are freaks. You know what I'm saying? Look at Amenhotep. Look at Amenhotep. That is one of the most well-preserved damn pieces of artifacts that I've ever seen. You know what I'm saying? Coming out of Kemet. But science has established they are Caucasian point blank. You guys don't have no damn tan that's that damn dark. And don't tell me nothing about darkened with age. Okay? Don't tell me nothing about that. You know. Okay, and yeah, confirmation bias. The tendency to search, interpret, and recall information that confirms a belief that we already hold. That's you, Phoenician number 7, and Super Egyptian, and all the rest of you faggots. And so, science has established this. They are Caucasian point blank. Again, you're living in denial. You're living in a fantasy, and I feel sorry for you. Actually, I don't. But again, as we look at this stuff, I want you to tell me what the hell is Caucasian about any of this. There's nothing Caucasian about none of this. Indo-Europeans, that's why I say Indo-Europeans don't have absolutely nothing to say to me. Have a seat. I'd rather listen to a damn Arab than listen to an Indo-European on this, okay? Because it's like, at least the people that are related to Arabs were there with us. You know what I'm saying? You fucking white people need to have a fucking seat and stop talking to us, man. Now, if you look at Amenhotep right here, first of all, that dude, he's at least like a couple shades darker than me and my whole family, actually. And I put a picture of a Nubian right there next to his head to show you how much darker he is than that Nubian. All right? And we'll be talking about skin color later. And then right here, I put pictures of all African Americans together just to show you how much darker that this damn statue of Amenhotep is than we are on average, you know? Now there's some dark African Americans around here, but on average, damn, look at that. How are you guys gonna sit up here and tell me that's a white man with a tan? How the hell is your skin getting darker than ours? Again, you guys are living in denial. You're a bunch of lying ass freaks and you're outrageously envious, man. When I was looking at this, I also couldn't help but to look at how good black people look in everything we do. Anyway, Dr. Ashton, she worked at the British Museum as a researcher. And she was talking about, I was about to get bad for you guys right now. She was talking about at the galleries and everything. She was basically saying that they associated with the Mediterranean world instead of with Africa. And you see how she says right here, the borders between Kemet and Kush were not fixed in antiquity, Super Egyptian. There was no line that the Nubians would not dare cross. Shut your lying ass up, dude. You've been dismissed there. Now I'm talking about the British Museum here, is because she says that basically what she said was they practice white therapy for you guys when you go to the museum, but if you go to their learning resources on the education websites, they straight up tell you that it was black, though. That's the thing. They want you to come to the museum, but they don't want you to get turned off and not go back. And as you see up there at the top, Egypt is less frequently studied as an African society. And look what it says, Phoenician number 7. Stop arguing. The focus is on evidence from objects, especially tomb paintings. Yep. You see those two statues right here, right there? The British Museum will tell you that's black. They put it right there. That's the teacher's notes right there. They want you to teach the students this. And Super Egyptian, Phoenician number 7, all you freaks, all you guys, you have been convicted today. Don't want to hear nothing else. It has every right to be considered African, a powerful counter argument to those who try to belittle the cultural and technological achievements of African civilizations. I don't want to hear nothing else no more. You guys want to type "we was kings" into the little thing with your claws? Don't give a damn. That's why I tell you that I don't give a fuck about what you're talking about, because it affects nothing in real life, and it certainly doesn't affect me. You know what I'm saying? This is why I told you that your scholarship is not on my level. You guys are too lazy, you know what I'm saying, to go to the British Museum, look up learning / schools and teachers / resources / African civilizations. You know what I'm saying? And they got all the main ones on there too. And like Dr. Ashton says, it goes a lot further than the actual gallery does in recognizing that ancient Egypt and the ancient Egyptians were African. Okay? We don't got to spend too much time on that. Go find the shit yourself and read it. And like I said, don't leave me any damn comments. All you got to do is contact Dr. Ashton yourself. Go to KEMET EXPERT. She says, let me know what questions or feedback you have for me. I'll get back to you as quickly as I can. Thanks. I look forward to hearing from you. Or you can just go to the individual articles and leave a comment. But again, she's going to shut you down completely because this woman has 7 degrees. She is a master, grandmaster Egyptologist. And there's nothing absolutely you could say. And you guys know she saw your video, she would think you're a joke, and then she would just ignore your ass anyway. Now, let's talk about some Nubians. You guys are about to get completely and utterly, thoroughly, just completely shut down. There's no more talking about no damn Nubians no more, man. Right here, British Museum says that the Nubians share common ethnic background with the Egyptians. Physical characteristics show variation. Okay. Now, Dr. Ashton, she says right here, in actual fact, some depictions of the people from Kush show them with the same skin color as Egyptians. You know what Phoenician number 7 did to me? She put a big red X on my red Nubian that I had put up. Why? Because she can't accept the fact. Cognitive dissonance. It ain't my fault. You know what I'm saying? And look what it says right here. Not all the people from Kush are shown with black skin. Like the people from Kemet, their skin tones vary, just like all black people. You feel me? Now, I put that little quote there from Kieta in the middle, where he quoted a guy from 1973 who implied that Old Kingdom Giza crania were more like Nubians. And it's true. You know what I'm saying? I just put that there just to show you, first of all, that Kieta is fully accepted at the top levels of Egyptology. So get over that. And second of all, they've already known this for years, since before you freaks were born, since before I was born. You know what I'm saying? Look at these damn Egyptians these damn Nubians right here. All right? Look right there in the left corner right there. We got black colored Nubian and a damn brown colored fucking Nubian in the same damn picture. You guys will tell us, oh, if it's not black colored, it's not a Nubian. You're freaks. Look at this damn red Nubian over here on the right side. You know what I'm saying? And look at how they all look different, dressed differently. You know what I'm saying? You guys need to get over that shit. And here I got a nice close-up where I show an Egyptian is the exact same color as the damn Nubian is behind him. All right? And this confirms exactly what we say and exactly what Dr. Ashton, the Grandmaster, says. People from Kush are shown with the same skin color as Egyptians. And like the people from Kemet, their skin tones vary. You're looking at the damn picture. The Egyptians themselves. You guys like to say that this is the Egyptians themselves, the ones that left that. You're damn right. Don't want to hear no more about no damn Nubians. Don't send me no fucking comments about no Nubians no more. And I like this. The majority of Egyptologists in European and North American institutions do not have a direct connection to Africa. Go home, okay? We don't want to hear nothing that you freaks got to say on the comment section, all right? You guys need to get over this shit, man. I keep saying it over and over again, but it's true. You guys are living in this dream world, man, a storybook, and I don't understand why you want to be like us so damn bad. In 2011, she spent some time recording the responses of Nubian colleagues, elders, and community members in Egypt and the Sudan. You can go to the Fitzwilliams Museum's website. You can download the damn videos and watch the shit and hear what they got to say. You know what I'm saying? But you guys ain't going to do that. Why? Because you're a bunch of haters. But that's your problem. It's not our problem. And as with Egypt, it's important to make a distinction, Super Egyptian, between the ancient peoples and those who live in this region today. You need to listen to Dr. Ashton, man. The cultures, religions, languages, and also a large percentage of the population have changed considerably. All right. And then talking about Eurocentrics, she says that they also use the adjective Nubian to describe any representation that has the appearance of an indigenous African person. Why? Because you're a bunch of haters. So again, we got this picture of this Arab woman right here next to the real Nubians. You know what I'm saying? So let us remember that a large percentage of the population, the culture and languages and religions has changed considerably. Nubians didn't speak Arabic, you know what I'm saying, and whatever. All right, we got to move on. Okay, this fails to recognize a variety of skin tones, hair types, and physical features that are found among indigenous African people today. Again, we keep smashing on you with these mashups every single day, and Dr. Ashton has confirmed that these people right here are all Ethiopians, you know what I'm saying? And they all have different damn features. Get over it. You know, there's a lot of studies out there say that, you know, Ethiopians have, that some of that so-called Caucasian, mixture. But again, you guys, you keep trying to say Ethiopians are white. I don't see a single damn white person here. That woman down in the lower right, is about the least black-looking person on the page, But again, like I said, I know Ethiopians, man, and they're not white. So you guys need to stop the cultural imperialism and stop trying to be like us all the damn time, talking about the dark races. No, okay? And here, it's like she said, this is partly because many people fail to see the variation amongst indigenous African populations. You do. You're freaks. It is because of this mindset that we find the ancient Egyptian population being described as Mediterranean or mixed. And it's worth noting that the term mixed in this context amongst Eurocentrics, she's smashing on you guys, does not refer to the diversity of African peoples. It is used to suggest that the entire population was in part descended from non-Africans. Did I mention that she's an anthropologist? Freaks! Oh, just want to let you know that. The ancient representations of the people from Kush present one type of African person. We have been telling you this bullshit for years. However, it seems today that unless an image matches this type, the so-called true Negro, or what do super Egyptians say, pure Negroid, what a joke, then it is not deemed to be African. Man, you guys are a bunch of clowns. Anyway, the redemption of African history is here today. And for Dr. Ashton, part of the problem lies in how Egyptology defines indigenous African peoples. You Eurocentrics adopt a stance of what is not acceptable. First of all, you guys are not dictating to us who's black and who's what. Get the fuck out of here. This is why I talk to you guys like animals, man. Because you guys are sitting up here and trying to dictate our people to us. It's just like, who are you? First of all, nobody knew you back then. And so this is why you guys make up your own pictures. You guys take Crayola markers. You want to color in the Sultan's crown and stuff. You guys want to color on white. You guys make up shit. And the fact of the matter is, you guys can't get over it. That's why you guys create your own fantasy pictures of Egypt. We catch you in these lies all the time. You know what I'm saying? And then right here, you see these 4 figures right here. That picture is completely fake. You guys never show the real picture. 3 of those people on there are African. We keep trying to tell you that. And that damn Libyan that's way over there did not look like that. All right? And I'm telling you right now, this woman knows exactly what she's talking about because everything that she's saying right here is true. The drawing above appeared in 1854. Publication, Types of Mankind. Josiah Knott and George Glidden. Couple of Eurocentrics back in the 1800s. And the entire reason why they drew that in the first place was to try to prove the Egyptians were Greek, which is a complete just travesty. Semitic or Jewish? Come on now. Anybody that knows anything about any type of history, Jewish or Greek, you guys didn't even exist back in the day. You guys did not even exist 5,000 years ago. This is crazy. This is how insane you people are. Anyway, unlike the later European and North American theorists, the differences that Egyptians made were not made solely on grounds of physical appearance, freaks. And I like this right here. You see the red box. People who are from specific racialized groups are notoriously poor at recognizing people who are from a different radicalized background. She's absolutely right about that. Asiatic people, Phoenician number 7 want to try to put Asiatic in damn quotation marks like we just making that up. The Asiatic thing is very real, Trick. I'm letting you know that. Asiatic people were the only non-Africans to be depicted on that picture right there. But instead, you guys want to try to put 2 white people on there. You guys made that picture up yourself, okay? They came from the Middle East. And they were generally shown with yellow skin, kind of like a Princess Black Lady with her 2 Asiatic slaves doing her hair. But anyway, Libyans are generally depicted by Egyptian artists as having light brown skin. And the Egyptians themselves range from light and dark brown skin. And if you look right here on the right side of your screen, I put this together. I put these pictures right here. You can see what she says right here. From light to dark brown. And I put it in right there. You can see how it goes from light to dark brown. We keep trying to tell this freak, Phoenician number 7, that she picks the whitest looking stuff that she thinks is white. And then she puts that up there and says, these are real Egyptians. No, freak. You need to show some higher quality evidence. You know what I'm saying? These are Egyptians right here. Okay, these are traditional Egyptians. You know what I'm saying? Traditionally, this is what an Egyptian is going to look like. Okay, you guys want to show something that looks white as paper and then want to try to tell us that's an Egyptian. So again, if you look at this, here we have an Egyptian actually building something. You know what I'm saying? Making something, doing something. You know what I'm saying? Then we have right here another Egyptian throwing it up. You know what I'm saying? And the Egyptian on the left is pretty much, might as well be the Egyptian on the right, except with that wig on. You know what I'm saying? That's what you people need to realize, man. Straight up. That's why you guys, scratch the faces, take the noses off and all that other stuff. Because you're freaks. And it's like the British Museum says on its teaching resources. The focus is on evidence from objects, especially tomb paintings. That's right. There's no more arguments now about these damn paintings anymore. We keep trying to tell you, those are black people. You know what I'm saying? And you don't want to listen. Keep telling you, those are black Africans. No, it's not. It's this and that. It's an Indo-European that had a tan. Shut up, freak. right here. Dr. Ashton put that up. Detail from a tomb depicting Egyptian people. The exact same damn Egyptian people that I've been showing you since the day I showed up on YouTube and started smashing on you freaks. Okay? The Grandmaster has spoken. It's time to move on. And so, here we see the Asiatic slave doing the princess's hair. Oh, she might be a Nubian. Doesn't matter whether she's a Nubian or not. If that woman was to stand up, she would tower over that slave. Look how tall she is just sitting down. That means she's more important. That means that black woman is more important than that Asiatic slave. I don't want to hear no more from you freaks. Have a seat. Again, we have nothing but pictures of royalty right here. And you're going to sit up here and tell me that these people are Caucasian? Well, the Grandmaster has spoken. There's nothing more that you guys can say, man. And again, this punishment is going to continue, man. You guys don't want to see the next video I got coming. Occasionally, Egyptologists identify some representations being of Africans based on features alone. The racist Reisner discovered representation of a woman at Giza, where they describe her as Negroid princess. That's right, freaks. You always talking about Negroids? That's right, Negroid princess, freak. And that's that reserve head right there. And Phoenician number 7 filled whole videos up with these reserve heads, which are probably fake anyway, and most of them are at the Boston Museum of Fine Arts, which is a terrible museum when it comes to Egypt, man. Oof. Sometimes I wonder if they made up half of this stuff. Here's a closer look at it. And on the website, you know, it says right here that Reisner described her as a Negroid princess, but again, this place is terrible, man. Unfortunately, the tomb itself provides no clues as to the racial identity. Once again, you're not keeping nothing ambiguous around here. We know what's up. And again, they always write shit like this. This striking head represents one of the rare instances in which Egyptian artists sculpted a partial figure. You see, with this museum, everything is rare. Why? Because they probably make up their own shit. You know what I'm saying? If you look into the paperwork and their publications from back in the 20s and 30s, a lot of that stuff is extremely suspicious sounding. But that's a whole nother video. So again, if you got a problem with this, you can contact Dr. Ashton yourself. She's a specialist who will communicate with you. She looks forward to hearing from you, freaks. Probably not. And all right, I'm trying to move as fast as I can here, guys. And here you see what she says. Here she's talking about your theft again. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for your comment in response to your question. The denial of African heritage and achievement has a long-standing history. Such racist ideologies were used to justify the colonization of African peoples and the appropriation, outright theft, of African achievements. Damn, she couldn't have put it any better than me, man. And for this woman to have so much just knowledge, have so many degrees, to be in such a high position, you know what I'm saying? To be putting on exhibitions, anthropology, archaeology, searching for Cleopatra's temple. She's out there in the desert digging, you know what I'm saying? She can identify any Egyptian king on sight, you know what I'm saying? And what you guys will do is you guys are going to turn around, Phoenician number 7, going to put her specialized graphics up with a little explosion, and then she's going to say, Dr. Ann Ashton dismissed. Based off of what? You think that's going to change anything at this level of scholarship? You know what I'm saying? But, hey, that's your problem. Ain't ours. Cognitive dissonance. What can I say? Did I tell you that she's studying for a second PhD in psychology? That's right. She knows you freaks. And so the African redemption of history is now, guys. That's why I was sent here, to punish Eurocentrics and let all you brothers know. Let Hamitic Renaissance know, to let radio know that your work has not been in vain. Your work has not been in vain. Your work has paid off, man. Okay? Now, before I go, Dr. Ashton spent 3 damn years researching African hair combs. 3 years. Phoenician number 7 spent about 15 minutes making her damn video attempting to dismiss the Grandmaster, Dr. Ashton. You know what I'm saying? Look what it says. Just when I thought that I knew everything there was to know, and found every possible parallel for the combs from ancient Egypt, she came across some more. Where? In Ghana, West Africa, freaks. You need some tissue? So, let's see. This is over at Fitzwilliam. They had an exhibition on Afro combs. And as you see, from all over the place, they had all these different combs. And once again, Black power freaks. They got us next to the Egyptians. You guys are mad. And you know what? All your videos and comments in the world will never change that. Too bad, freaks. Now let's talk a little bit about these combs real quick. All right, we do not find this type of hair pick in any ancient cultures outside of Africa. Remember what I said about multiple disciplines, freak? Even Petrie, the man himself, noted that there were no European parallels for this comb. Okay? He wrote, and we're providing sources here, in his 1927 publication, Objects of Daily Use, the early European combs of the Bronze Age and onward differ entirely from the Egyptian examples. Now let me tell you something. I can take any one of those damn combs right now and start combing my hair with them combs right now. Okay? You can't. And besides, what the hell do you need a comb that damn long anyway? You know what I'm saying? You don't. Look what it says. The iconic fist comb from the 70s and a 5,500-year-old comb from Abydos, the royal city. Taken at the origins of the Afro comb exhibition. What does it say? Origins of the Afro comb. Where does it originate? Ancient Egypt. Because those types of combs, the oldest possible versions of those combs are in ancient Kemet. Just letting you know that. Here we got a poster of the exhibition. What does it say? They're talking about us, okay? 6,000 years of culture, politics, and identity. Nothing you can do about that. Look at the bottom of the screen. Let's look at some of these organizations that were supporting us here. The Monument Trust, the Lottery Fund, the Marley Group, the Arts Council of England. Man, it goes on and on. Cambridge. Whew. But you freaks missed that. Why? Because you're nothing but a bunch of freaks, a bunch of haters, and it's too damn bad. 6,000 years of culture, politics, and identity. Nobody even knew who the hell you were 6,000 years ago, Indo-Europeans. As a matter of fact, you guys weren't even in Europe 6,000 years ago. The Indo-European expansion, Kurgan expansion, was still thousands of years away. Hey man, that's your problem. It ain't ours. And so I just wanted to give you guys a close-up right here so you can see that. That's right. One of the most potent symbols of African American history, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking of Questlove right now. You know what I'm saying? Right next to motherfucking Egypt. Damn. Can you believe that? Look at that. You know, and all of this right here is just basically what it is. This has been put up as a metaphor. You know what I'm saying? Because Egypt is black power. You know what I'm saying? And we all about that black power. You know? That's why you guys got all hot and bothered because Beyonce want to put her fist up. Oh, well, we don't care about your tears anymore. Okay? So, when Phoenician number 7 tells me that science has established they were Caucasian point blank, guess what? You are a fucking joke. Don't you ever talk to me again, okay? You're not here to make no damn response videos to me. I'm here to tell you how it is, all right? I don't give a damn what you talking about. That's why I say, black to Kemet. Remember that shit. You hear me? That's why when they had that damn exhibition, they invited Africans. They invited African intellectuals. You know what I'm saying? That's why the Petrie Museum supported this. You understand what I'm saying? That's why they invited people from the Congo. I was so glad they invited this dude from the Congo, man. You guys want to talk shit about the Congo? This dude got a PhD in Egyptology at the Congo. This dude has a PhD in Egyptology at the Congo. Dr. Ashton had 2 PhDs, and you guys are calling yourself dismissing them while providing absolutely no evidence whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? This dude from the Congo, Mpe Kimboli, he studied at Oxford. You know who else studied at Oxford? Kieta. You guys study at YouTube University. You know what I'm saying? You guys worship people whose voice that you've never even heard. That's why I say these people are your gods. You know what I'm saying? These people are your gods because you worship them and you've never even heard their voice. What if these people, Super Egyptian and Phoenician number 7, what if they're actually like 12-year-old kids? You know what I'm saying? You don't know who the hell you're talking, who the hell these people are on the internet. You know what I'm saying? They haven't humanized themselves, but whatever. And so basically, Dr. Kieta has already been avenged. You know what I'm saying? Already. Highest levels of scholarship have invited him. Yep, same guy that wrote that Old Kingdom crania were similar to Nubians, you know? That guy. Same guy that was talking about, you know, black North Africans and variations and all that. Yep, that guy. You read his paper. You read every single last word of it. What you need to do is bring it out again and start learning. That's what you need to do. You see, all these Eurocentric studies you guys are talking about, when it was time for the black to KEMET, they didn't invite them people. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because that shit is a joke. You guys need to learn something about research bias. You know what I'm saying? But again, cognitive dissonance starts kicking in. You guys say, oh, they just want to make black people feel good. Seriously? When has anybody ever done anything for us? Come on, man. Not only that, this stuff is all the way over there in England. I can guarantee you right now, I can go outside right now, ask the first African American walking down the street, did they ever hear of Black to KEMET at the Fitzwilliam Museum? They're not even going to know what the hell I'm talking about. And most of the time when I'm talking about Egypt anyway, to other African Americans, they don't even give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? It's a complete myth that all African Americans do is walk around talking about Egypt and trying to be Egyptians and shit. No. You guys need to get over that shit. So, like I did on the Cambridge video that I did, I'll provide you with the damn addresses of these people. Here goes their email addresses. Here goes their names. Here goes their positions. You can call them. You can go over there. Whatever. You can ask them why they talk about Black to KEMET. You know what I'm saying? And pretty much, it's over with, man. You know what I'm saying? This is, and the entire point of this video was just to show you that it doesn't matter how many videos you make. It doesn't matter how much you clown us. It doesn't matter how many times you use your claws to type in "we was kings." You damn right we was kings. But the fact of the matter is, it's not going to change anything. We know all about your racism. You know what I'm saying? How dare you call us racist? You guys put fake ass statue heads up. You know what I'm saying? You guys, your Eurocentric fathers were into some weird shit like eugenics. You know what I'm saying? Man, Dr. Ashton completely exposed the early Egyptology because she's a grandmaster. She knows about all this shit. Look at all this information. I'm not even going to go over it. You know what I'm saying? She talks about race. The social construct first appeared in 17th century. You know what I'm saying? We've been trying to tell you that shit for a long time, man. This shit is all made up. Again, William Flinders Petrie was appointed the first professor of Egyptology in the UK, 1892, University College. And basically, that's about it, guys, for this video. But your punishment will continue because the next one is going to be a scientific video. Really, I don't even need no more science. You know what I'm saying? I already presented that already, but we're going to do that. And, still wondering why you guys would rather be related to Neanderthals than human beings. I don't know, because you're a bunch of freaks. Anyway, if you want to be related to a Neanderthal, then that means that you want to be part beast. You know what I'm saying? Basically, you are part beast. If you're part Neanderthal, I guess everybody is. But, Anyway, that's really all I got to say on this. There's nothing you can say about the Grandmaster. Your Eurocentric dreams are over, and I don't give a damn. But before I go, I just wanted to tell Phoenician number 7 that she tried to dismiss the Grandmaster Ashra Kwesi on Tia, but what she needs to do is go to the United Nations World Heritage Site, and she will see that it says that the remains of this ancient Ethiopian culture has not yet been precisely determined. And they do have it under the heading as a prehistoric site. So do your damn homework before you try to dismiss Grandmaster's trick. Until next time.